but I'm gonna update the network real quick
Okay.
because I've been on a lot of stuff. Who am I?
Starr.
Star, how you get Star?
I don't. It was kind of like a nickname because there was this movie called Lost Boys from like the 1980s, and it was one of my favorite movies. But one of the chicks on the movie is named Starr, and my hair was a lot thicker. Like I always thin out my hair, but it used to be like really fucking curly and really thick, and so that's why I got that nickname Starr. It was from my mother.
I've never seen it.
It's such a good fucking movie. Like it's like a vampire movie, but it's so good though.
So that was what you adopted that name when?
Like when?
Yeah.
I think I was like 15. It wasn't that long ago.
Because people they add that to their character, right? Star.
Mm-hmm. Well, really, a nickname that just came about like not like a couple days ago was actually Chula, because in Mexico you have like I guess what y'all call witches, but we call them like brujas and brujeria, and she was a good witch, and me and him we were driving the bike down from North Lamar to home, and we stopped by this like little camp. They had a fire going. My hands were fucking cold, so we stopped and I warmed up my hands. And I don't know much Spanish, but he's fluent, and so they were talking, back and forth and shit. And she pretty much blessed us, and she gave us like a second life. And so for that, it's like it's more like she gave us like a second chance, more so. So it's like almost like a rebirth. And then she gave us nicknames, which when a Bruja gives you a nickname, it's like it represents you of like your aura and who you are. So she said me and him are chulo and chula.
Man, it's definitely a lot warmer than it has been the last couple of weeks.
It was iced over for like a good 4 days straight. Like
I wasn't even able to. You good? Guys, there's a stolen car right in front of us right now. Hey, my bad, bro. Yeah, we're good. I don't know, the alarm fell off.
God damn.
What have you been up to?
Recently, I've been staying inside a lot, actually. I've been fucking sleeping, low-key. I've been taking advantage of it. Because with all that shit coming up, it's like, I'm taking advantage of it, man. Even though, like, I know I might not, actually go in like that, it fucks with me.
The psychology behind that.
Yeah.
It's like you don't know if you're gonna see the day at night.
Exactly. Like, it feels like there's, like, a deadline. Like, like I have a fucking deadline.
It's a weird deadline. It's a 5-dimension deadline.
Nah, for real.
Gel, everything.
Saying like that judge literally has my life in his hands, bro. Like my next 5 to 10 years on his hands and shit. That's crazy.
So how do you sleep?
Well, it depends. Once I do get to sleep, I crash. Like once I sleep, I'm gonna sleep for a good like fucking 12 hours. But it's before that. It's like, cause I have bad insomnia. Like I've had it since I was a kid, and so I could stay up for like days sometimes, like sometimes 3 days straight. And then once I do sleep, I just fucking crash.
That circadian rhythm, you can change it from like 3 days on, 1 day off. Sleep like 18 hours, 24 hours.
I'm saying, man.
Because I've stayed out here 3 or 4 days in a row.
Really?
Yeah, and then what I do is I basically just will go back to a place and just sleep for the whole day or so.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to. There's one time that, mind you, I wasn't on any meds, I wasn't doing any drugs or nothing. But my depression, my anxiety was so bad at the point, I think I was in like middle school, that I stood up for about 6 days. I could not sleep. I couldn't. And even when I do, it'd be like restless. And after 6 days, I had a seizure because your brain, like, it can't handle staying up for that long with no rest. And so I literally had a seizure and slept for 3 days after that.
Did you ever see shadow people?
Yeah.
Well, tell me about that. What was your experience with that?
Oh my God. I mean, I've been experiencing that since I was a baby, but I'd say there's like a bit of a difference, because usually with me, it's like the corner of my eye, but then sometimes I'll look at something and I see something and it doesn't go away till like I turn on the lights or some shit. And it's crazy. Like I think I'm just like fucking like tripping out or hallucinating or something. Cause like I'll like look straight at it.
Do you think that's due to sleep deprivation, or just other things? Do you think you're tapped into like a certain, like dimension type shit?
I don't want to sound crazy, but no, like my whole family has every woman in my family has some sort of gift. I think my uncle's the only male, and he's more like he'll see shit in his dreams, and he'll be able to predict it in a way before it happens. It'll be metaphorically, but he'll see it. My nana, same way. My nana was crazy though.
You think that's some like woo-woo type shit?
I'm telling you, dude. Like hers was crazy, but she always had a thing for healing people. My mom was different though. Hers was more negative, but that was more so because of her mindset, and she had really bad depression like I did, and it turned everything that she had negative. So she'd only see like bad stuff. She'd only like see scary.
Her reality mirrored her trauma.
Exactly. So
what do you think that is? Why can't some people break that pattern?
I think because they get so lost in their perception of things and they're unable to see anything past it, it just keeps them like locked inside themselves.
Like a time capsule.
Yeah.
Stuck in that traumatic event.
Literally, unless they have a way of breaking, or someone coming to them and guiding them and showing them what else, or another way, like they stay stuck because they're in their own mind. They themselves are unable to give themselves out.
They're trying to avoid their reality?
I think it's more so they get lost in their reality and their perception of their reality. They get lost in what they think is actually happening.
They can't avoid what they don't know.
Exactly. They can't see anything new because that's their whole reality is just their perception. So
it's subjective for them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, everything's subjective for everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
We all perceive the world differently.
Right.
We all see different.
So I'm curious. So you got a doctorate degree in what?
The streets. I used to have like a really big fascination with psychology and all that stuff, especially when I started getting sent to mental hospitals.
Yeah.
Like, no,
that's
for real.
Personal discovery is one of the best ways to learn, right?
Literally, I like hyper fixation on it, but I learned a bunch of shit.
Why is there so much information and knowledge at the back of the cave?
People never go. They don't go that far. They don't get that deep into it. And so it's just there.
And sometimes people are pushed in that deep, right? They burn in that deep.
But sometimes people get lost in it too. Sometimes people get lost to it, and sometimes I think why a lot of people are depressed is they know too much. They've seen too much, and you know what they say, smart people are the saddest people. It's because they know
too much.
Exactly.
They can see everything.
Exactly.
All the fake, all the false prophets, all the fake reality.
Yeah, ignorance is definitely bliss. I'll tell you that.
What would you choose though? You would choose the path of knowledge, or would you choose ignorance?
I'd rather know, because with knowing, it's like I also know how to deal with it. Like I also know how to handle myself. So I'd rather know and be miserable. Because I feel like once you know everything, it's really your choice on whether you be miserable about it or you make something about it.
That truck is extra loud.
I'm sorry.
So let me ask you this: what is your current circumstance, Starr?
I'm homeless. I live in and out of shelter, but it's kind of wishy-washy with them.
Would you call that shelter your home, or are you just just a house for right now?
It's just a shelter, literally. It's literally just a shelter. So just a place for me to lay my head and keep my shit. For a home, I wouldn't say I have a home right now. My home used to be Corpus, but after being out here so long, it's like it's hard to say that's home.
Your home was in Corpus? What about your family?
My family was in Corpus too, but my died in like 2016. She was kind of like the glue that held all the family together. Like with a lot of Mexican families, it's always the grandma and the grandpa. They're always in the middle of the family.
Abuela.
Yeah, but she had her first bout of cancer when I was in kindergarten. We thought it was over, and then I don't know what happened, but I guess some of it stayed or something. But she had a second bout of cancer, stomach cancer, which is the same way her mom died.
So let me ask you this: how old are you?
I'm 18.
You're 18 years old.
Yeah.
So you're 18 years old. And you find yourself in Northbridge, which is the North Side homeless shelter over here. How did you end up in that circumstance? Like 18 years old already in a homeless shelter?
Well, I was 17 in the homeless shelter too, but foster
Excuse
care.
me?
I said I was 17 in the homeless shelter too, but it's foster care. I couldn't find a place to stay. Couldn't stay in one place for too long, and I went to the LifeWorks youth shelter over there. It's on South Side off 2nd Street. Was in there. Yeah, not in a relationship, but there was this dude, and I didn't really want to be in any type of relationship then. And he wouldn't fucking leave me alone. And then we would get into it a lot. We get into like fights, like actual like fist fights. And
You and your ex-man?
Yeah, I guess kind of ex. There was one night. So I met Listo while I was still over there.
Okay.
I know him. Me and him been together for like 9 months, and I remember I would go and hang out with Listo, and when I would come back, fucking he'd be all types of messed up, and we got into it one time, and he threatened that he was gonna tell the staff, like he's gonna rat me out pretty much, you know, that I had weed and all that shit, and then he started calling me ugly names, like trying to grab me, like trying to grab my bag and stuff, and I ran. Like because I had so much history with abusive relationships and abusive men that I just something snapped and I ran. And I was 18 already. I had turned 18 like a month prior, so they couldn't do nothing. You know, as soon as you're 18, foster care can't do nothing. If you want to go, you need to go. And so I did, and I went to there was a homeless camp around there, around the train tracks. I went there for a night, and I called up Listo, and he took me to one of his spots that was by Southbridge. And then I got into there, but they ended up kicking me out. And then they didn't come over here.
Starr, have you ever felt unconditional love in the system your whole life?
No.
You never felt unconditional love?
I do not. But you know, the funny thing is, I always give it, but I never.
How is bad?
I never knew what it's like to be. It's always I gotta do this so this person stays happy. I gotta do this so they want me.
How do you know how to give it like that if you never had it?
It's like almost like I just do it naturally. Like it's like I don't want people to feel the same way I did. So I don't hold nobody to no conditions. I'm there for people I love the way I wish people were there for me. And that's unconditionally.
Say that again?
I said I'm there for people the way that I wish people were there for me, and which is unconditionally. You know, no matter how many times someone messes up, it's okay. They're human. You know, if I really need to, take a step back, but still love them at a distance. I don't have the ability to not love anybody.
Emmanuel said he wants to give you $300 or $400 in cash. I have to get paid. Do you have like a Cash App or something?
It's just the Hearts for Australia.
You said what?
The Hearts for Australia. You'd have to because I don't know if I can pull it up because of Wi-Fi. But I could type.
Throw some dough.
I could type it out, and then.
Hey, if the moderator's in here, could you put her Cash App in the chat? Just in case anybody wants to donate. She's been in the system her whole life. You know why I asked you that question, Starr, about unconditional love, is because I found a pattern in people that find themselves alone, disconnected on the street, is they maybe most likely probability-wise they've never felt unconditional love.
You know what? I'll tell you this: most likely they're on the streets because they've never felt unconditional love. Because there's no one there to pull them back out. There's no one there to be there for them.
Can't change their perspective without love, right?
Exactly. So they're there. They're stuck within themselves. They're stuck by themselves. Because no one's giving that to them.
Getting let down your whole life, I'm surprised you have an ability to even talk to me.
I feel like it's just, I've almost in a way like gotten used to it, but not even necessarily that. It's just, fuck it. You know, like there's nothing really. You know, I've gotten.
So you take your suffering and your pain you felt since you were, you know.
It's not.
And you give people solutions from that.
Yeah, but I don't even look at it as pain and stuff. Like it's a part of me. Like it's just a part of life. It's a part of the way I live. I don't look at it as something that bothers me anymore. It's just I've gotten used to it, and it's also like, even though I'm only 18, I've hit the point in my life where I have had nothing to lose at all. I was literally on the street living out of my freaking backpack with like a few pieces of clothes that I picked up from the dumpster and washed. You know, like I literally had nothing to lose. You know, like it's just when you get to that point.
And everything to gain.
Yeah, and you get to that point.
Because when you have nothing to lose, you have everything to gain too, though.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Yeah, but when you do gain it, you value it so much more, and it means so much more because you did that. You got that yourself, and you brought yourself up from whatever you are. You brought yourself up from rock bottom. You know.
So your desire is what now?
I'd say to be successful, but I don't mean successful as in, be like a multimillionaire, which is a lot of people's point of success, but my point of success is just to be happy, and right now it's getting myself to something that I can call my own, whether it be my own apartment or my own home or just whatever, just something to call my own, that I did myself.
What do you think it's going to take for you to become independent?
A job. A job.
Is that what you want though? Because you're capable, like you're not only intellectually capable, but you can see the world different. You can run your own stuff. You can run your own business.
Could,
you feel me?
but you got to start somewhere. And right now with the situation I'm in, there's only so many options without a job, and I don't want to keep myself out here on the streets. I don't.
Say that again.
I said I don't want to keep myself out here on the streets because there's so much room for.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's so much potential for you.
Yeah.
You're currently facing something that leaves you uncertain about your next following years.
And that's why it's kind of keeping me trapped almost too, because I don't know what's gonna happen, and I don't want to plan something, or get like a good job and then shit happens and I lose it all again.
Well, let me ask you this: if you were landed, is that okay if you share what you got going on in real time?
Yeah.
So what happened?
So a couple months ago, I guess what you would call it, the streets caught up with me, and I caught 2 charges, carrying 4 grams of dope, and then I caught a gun charge too. So it's a possession of controlled substance and then unlawful carry, which in Travis County are 2 third-degree felonies. And right now I'm facing 2 to 10 years and up to $10,000 fines, just for both those things. But it is my first
Offense.
it's my first felony offense. So I'll probably get probation, but even at that, it's not going to be. It's going to be a long time. So I'm looking at anywhere from 5 to 10 years of probation.
Probation.
Yeah.
And then what is that? That allow you to get into a job?
That would pretty much it would show me where I'm gonna be at for the next 5 to 10 years. So that way I can plan accordingly. Thankfully at that point, if they give me deferred injunction, I won't have the conviction, so I'll have a lot more options open. So hopefully they give me that. But if not, then I'll work around it. I'll see what I have, see what I don't have, see what I can do.
Because you're surrendering it right now.
Essentially,
because it's not in your hands.
It's really not, and I'm at the point where I kind of have to work around everything else. Like I can't really make any.
Once you're booked in the book, you're on someone else's time frame.
Yeah, really, I am.
I'm in the same scenario. What do you like doing? What would you be interested in pursuing? Because you're so they call it street smarts.
Yeah.
But it's really just tapped in.
If I could do I know for certain, especially if they have me do fucking any type of volunteering or anything, I want to do something with to do with peer support. But they'll have peer support groups and shit. I want to work with people that have gone through shit, but I want them to just be there for them. Because I know better than anyone else does, if someone's not ready to make that change, you can't change them. But with that being said, especially when it gets to rehabs and everything, that leaves a lot of people that still need somebody without anybody because they can't get sober yet or they can't get better. And I don't like that. I want to be there for the people that are still in whatever they're going through, and just lead them to the point where they can get better. Because when you lead people like that, that's how a lot of people fall off.
Marsha got your Cash App in the chat. It's HEARTSS For Estrella?
Yeah,
So there's 2 S's?
yeah.
Okay, word. Thank you, Marsha.
2 S's and 2 A's.
God bless you, Marsha. You said 2 S's and 2 A's? Yeah. At the end right there, yeah?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. Nancy's curious. If you were to get money, what are you using the funds for right now?
Right now,
Yeah.
it would depend how much, but first and foremost, court fees. it definitely for the court fees, but after that, right now it'd be either going towards, like I said, if I do get a job, it'd be going towards whatever I need for that, whether it be clothes. I'm supposed to be starting my GED soon, so if I need any books or anything like that, go to that, and then clothes. Because like I said, I've been getting a lot of my shit from like the dumpsters, like literally, or like whatever they leave outside the Goodwill.
Yeah.
Is whatever they leave out.
Dude, there's some good stuff when it's fresh pick.
I'm telling like when it's in Goodwill, oh yeah.
Fresh pick, yeah.
They
Because
be-
I hit one of those with some people, getting camo and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, for real. And
Fresh pick is decent. People just throw away the best stuff.
I'm telling you, one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's weird how that works. There's a possum, guys.
Oh my god.
Got an eye for them. I always call out the rodents in society, right?
Really?
Yeah, I expose the corruption, call out the rodents.
That's good though.
Because you're from Corpus.
Mhm.
You seen what's going on over there?
Dude, I'm telling you, that bridge has been in construction since I was like 3. Like literally.
3 years old.
It's been like forever. And they're putting so much money into that. Why did it take that long?
Yeah, and the problem over there is getting way worse. People getting murdered,
It's
robbed.
'cause Corpus is so small, and it's just tucked away.
Yeah.
It flies under the radar so easy. So much stuff goes on over there. Stuff that I can't even say like on camera, but so much stuff goes down that there's no one there to stop it because everyone's worried about San Antonio or Houston.
What up, boy? I'm doing good, bro. It feels better than a few days from now.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Shit, I feel you, bro.
It's been it's been pretty.
Sick as fuck with the feeling, bro.
I got
You got fucking got
Congestion.
ship last from down there, I know.
Hey, bro, I just want to say, hey, what up, B?
Let's go, bro.
You all right? Yeah. Did the text work out?
Yeah, fuck yeah, we were over there the other night. Fucking, we went over there, got everything covered.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Just let me know if you need anything else, bro. What is this?
Fucking rum runner, bro.
All right, guys, just for B, right?
Seven, you good? Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Yeah, you just get back right now?
Yeah, I just landed in today.
B holds it down.
Be easy.
Hey, y'all want to get on? Let's make some bread.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, let me know.
Let me try.
I'm talking to Starr right now. I'm tapping in with her. Telling me
Yeah.
she's what do they call that? She's awake. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You kind of have to be.
Nah, yeah. It's rare though.
Yeah.
It's rare. It's rare, B. You know it's rare.
Could be in tune like that, you know.
To be two, you can fly on the moon. I got love for B. There's a lot of good people out here, Starr.
There is.
They just need some love.
Like I said, there's all these people. Like a lot of people just always just a homeless. No, like these are all people. Like just like you and me. They're in a different situation, but it's still all people. A lot of these people, it's just. I'll tell you this: a lot of these people out here are out here because they didn't want to make the wrong choice. They didn't want to do the bad shit. I've seen a lot of people like that. They didn't want to screw someone over. They didn't want to do this, so they're stuck out here. You know?
They didn't want to be a burden.
Exactly.
Right.
They didn't want to ask so and so for help. They just got out here.
And then some people are just pushed out here from the CPS.
A lot of people. I've seen a lot of homeless people that are more disturbingly younger. I've seen a lot younger and younger as we go on.
Younger and younger, like your friend Eva, who was out here on the street. When did you meet Eva? In a CPS?
At the homeless shelter, at the LifeWorks.
That's like a teens homeless shelter?
It's like a emergency shelter for teens. Yeah.
You met her there?
Yeah, I did.
And how old were you when you met her there?
I think I was either 17, turning 18, or just turned 18. Like, cause I was there maybe like a couple weeks before my birthday, so it's all kind of mixed in. But yeah, I mean, LifeWorks, like itself is good. like go to the office down there on Pleasant Valley. They're good people. They do good shit. But the shelter itself, I'd say it needed some work. It definitely needed some work.
Can I be honest with you? There's a large, big movement, women your age and your position, that offer their body online. Let me ask you, why haven't you done something like that in your circumstance?
I'd say, well, can't lie to you. I have, but I couldn't. Like, I got into it, and I couldn't. Like, I couldn't live with myself, and I guess it's just maybe because of my history and the men that I've had to deal with in my life. It was like I was almost like re-traumatizing myself almost. Like I couldn't do it. I felt so bad. Like I just felt so low on myself, and I couldn't. You know. I guess when you have like the type of experiences like I've had, and you go through all that type of shit, it either makes you one of two people. It either makes you more prone to do that, or it makes you resent it completely. You know, it just, for me personally,
And you can identify the sickness easily.
Oh yeah,
It's very apparent.
yeah. I feel like
It's a dark thing.
it's a really freaking dark world. I'll tell you that.
The cave goes deeper than you thought, and then when you jump in and you're still falling,
and you see it, and you're like, God damn, like.
and then you add that with addiction, you add that with extortion, you add that with just, never feeling genuine connection.
I think with what I've seen in just the short amount of time I did that, it showed me the dark side, I guess, of, and I'm not gonna say just men, in general, but just the dark side of just people. Like it shows you, and you meet these types of people that's like, oh my, like you're sick, like you're horrible. And I'll tell you this, you wanna know what's the worst part? Is and a lot of other women do it, you'd be surprised how much more you sell when you say that you're just 18. That's what's fucking scary.
Say that one more time.
You'd be surprised how much more attention as a woman you get online when you say that you're barely legal.
It's a sick, twisted fetish, right?
It
it's
is.
a popular.
It is.
Undocumentedly popular.
It is, and I'll tell you this. Okay, so you're into someone that's just 18. So what if the legal age was 17? What if it was 16? You'd go for them too. It's not. It's pretty much saying the only thing that's stopping you from going for someone younger is legality. That's it. It's horrible.
Who have you looked at as your leadership, moving in and out of these systems?
Honestly, and I hate to sound cocky, but I've had no one else to look at but myself.
Yeah.
And in the way, it's like I look at myself and look at my position, and I'm like, would I look at myself, if I was someone else, would I look at myself and think that, oh, she has it together, or be proud of myself? If not, then I still got more work to do. Like if I can't look at myself and be proud of who I am, then I still got to keep working. I still got to keep going.
In terms of spirituality, did you ever look up to anything?
I say I looked up to something. I just looked up to good and bad. Like I never named it God, and that's more so because of
English dictionaries aren't capable of that, right?
Yeah,
is that right?
I'd say it's with me. It's just because, like, I was born into like a Catholic fucking family, like Christian, like not Christian, like a Spanish Catholic fucking family. And I'll tell you this, with the way that it was pushed on me, it made me resent it. I don't resent the idea of God, and no matter what religion people are, I always respect it. Like if that's what you believe in, if that's what keeps you going, by all means, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody. But with me, I just never name it God and be comfortable with that. I just, whatever was good in the world, I looked up to anything that was good.
When you look up in your reality and all you see is destruction and chaos, and the people that were supposed to be there to show you the light never did.
I see it for what it really is. and sometimes
But
it's good.
could you see it for what it really could be?
I could, but I'm also smart enough to know that at least in my lifetime it'll never will be. You know, I could do as good as I can in my life and be as successful as I can, but that's not gonna change that there's still gonna be people sleeping under the bridge. You know, it don't matter what I do.
You know what I've realized?
Hmm.
The same experiencing heaven 3 feet away from me could be the same person experiencing hell.
Oh yeah.
What's the difference?
One, one's in hell, one's in heaven. You know, like one's it's their own reality, it's their own perception. Like I said, you know, like we had talked about earlier, it's this person, their reality is what they've created. You know, it's what they've done. It's heaven for them. And
But what if someone else created it for them?
then they're sheltered. then that's not they're not really being.
What if they created a hell for somebody, Starr?
If they created hell for someone else?
Yeah, they were supposed to look after. They were supposed to take care and show genuine connection, unconditional love.
Then they're probably in hell themselves. Ain't no way that they're not in hell. Ain't no way you could be in something and show someone something that you haven't been in. You know, like they're in hell themselves. Hurt people hurt other people. And the thing that sucks that I've always hated about myself is no matter who has hurt me, has abused me, anything, I can never blame them. I can never hate them because I'm always like, okay, well, yeah, they did this to me, but what made that? I can't see bad like that in people. I can't blame people.
Because you see for what they really are behind them.
Exactly.
That shadow.
And I always see the good in them too, because there's good in everybody. You know, and I always even
the shadow moves them, Starr.
Yeah.
Why does it move them?
Because some people they're just more attracted to that than others. They're more attracted to I guess they're kind of tricked in a way. You know how they say the
Deceived.
devil. Yeah, you know how they say the devil's a deceiver. He's a trickster. He's a liar. He is. He shows you, and he is a demon of lust and greed and on all of that. So he's gonna show you money. He's gonna show you women. He's gonna show you things you like, but he's not gonna show you the other part of that because you're gonna see for that yourself. But you want this? Okay, this is gonna come with it. You know. But it's like, you know, even with my uncle and shit, you know, he did some fucked up shit. But I could never hate him because I saw the good he did. I saw he was just a person, you know, who liked, you know, rock music and he liked playing his guitar. You know, I saw the humanity in him, so I could never hate him. I could never hate anybody. I see the humanity in everybody.
To be able to have your takeaway from that sort of reality you've lived in and has been forced into is really unique and it's very rare, Starr.
And it's fucking painful. Like, it's painful. You know? It's like, it keeps me stuck in like this loophole. And it's like, no matter how many times I will get hurt, I'll never be able to have that hate. And that puts me in a position, you know, it's like, I'll say I've always been the fall guy, you know? And I'll say it like this. I used to this ex, it's really abusive. He was, you know, physically, emotionally, and sexually abusive for a year straight. And people are like, why the did you stay with him? Well, I stayed because I figured if he had me to do that to, he wouldn't do it to someone else. Because I knew that I was used to that. I could take that abuse and I could deal with it. I didn't want him to be able to hurt somebody else. And I've been like that my whole life with anybody. If I could do that for someone, then, I mean, hey, and it might just be one person, it might just be two. But I couldn't imagine someone else having to go through the same amount of pain that I did.
Somebody really, he said, how much are your court fees?
My court fees right now, I'm looking at, okay, there's two. There's one for the court class I have to do. That one is 85, and then the actual bond itself, or the waivered bond, is 75 still. Because they only like, for court stuff like that, they can waive it, but they only waive it to so much. Like, it'll be reduced, but you still gotta pay it.
Yeah.
Then I have that freaking class. That class is gonna help me a lot, actually. If I can get that class done, then I'll have the like the less than a gram dismissed, and then I'll just have the 3. So that'll help with the sentencing too.
Do you have a driver's license? No.
I just have my ID.
When's the last time you've been inside a home? A place you called home?
I was like 9 years old.
What separated you from that?
My nana, when she passed. When my nana passed, my home got taken away. 'Cause
From the state?
not even. I stayed with my family longer after that, but she was what made home safe for me, and she's what made the house that I lived in safe. She was, through all the abuse, my mother's abuse and everything. She was essentially like the referee. She was the one that came in and dust my knees off and cleaned the blood off my face and it made me tacos after. When she passed, like it got so worse. It got so much more worse. It got bad. And yeah, I'd say that's when my home really left. Was when she passed. And
So she was your home.
Yeah, exactly. And that
I got
sucks. That sucks
So
to
your
find.
home died.
Exactly.
That's wild. Hold on, you opened my perspective for real. Because you could call somebody a home. Your home could be a dog.
Once they're gone, it's gone. And that hurts so much worse because if you can't rebuild another one, you can't make another one. I can't make another nana. Like, it's like, and that left me feeling really hopeless and really suicidal for years after that. It's because I knew that I wasn't gonna get my home back. I knew there was no getting that back, and it made me really like hopeless, I guess.
Not having a home, what does that do to people's psychology at a young age? I'm curious. I've never asked that question.
Well, it's almost like it's like a timeline. So first,
Say it again. Time loop?
it's like a timeline.
Okay, timeline.
So first,
Like linear timeline?
yeah.
Okay.
So first, when it happens, you get really, I guess your ego gets bloated. You're like, well, fuck everyone, I can do this myself.
Rejection, the whole reality.
Exactly, rejecting the home itself. Whatever's left of it, if another one comes, and then you end up screwing yourself over because you rejected all the help, and then once you end up in a place that you need it, no one's gonna be there for you. You told them fuck off, and then it kind of forces that person to have to rebuild from ground up and re-raise himself, which I'll tell you, this makes some pretty badass people, but it can also make some people really bad people because then for example, they need ways of making money and they don't choose the best I guess choices.
You're taking your experience and you're putting that to people that never had that experience and giving them that information so they don't have to walk that path.
That, and so that they don't look at someone in that situation ignorantly.
Because someone knew about it and someone didn't speak up, Starr. That's who I blame.
Yeah.
Is the person that knew about what was going on that whole time, whether it be the granny, the auntie, the brother, the step uncle. Somebody knew and somebody didn't speak up.
My uncle that did all that shit, so they got a letter after from CPS and a police investigation. They found the evidence, and maybe a year later, my tia married him. Married the man that did unspeakable things. And I couldn't look at it the same after that. I understand. I've been, the girlfriend or the whatever you want to call it with the man that has done some messed up things.
Unspeakable things.
Exactly. But I've never thought of marrying him. Ever. Especially to somebody that she looked at me as her own daughter. I couldn't have kids. And I thank God that she actually couldn't. And that's messed up to say. As someone that's had 2 miscarriages myself, that's fucked up to say. But I couldn't imagine her having a kid and it being a girl with him in that house. I couldn't imagine that. If she were to have kids, I'm going to Corpus. Like, I'd have to go back because no. And I think maybe that influenced the reason was, of course, him being a provider, but that she knew that as a grown woman.
A man doing that to the most innocent, angelic creature on earth, what is that? That's like, what kind of program does that set in that creature's mind?
It takes any goodness away from that creature. It destroys any innocence. They're not a kid after that. You just took away their entire childhood. You took away their love, that their safeness, their shelter that they felt. You took it all away for a selfish reason and a disgusting one. You took it all the fuck away, and it's God. It distorted so much things in my mind. Even the way that I see myself as a woman, the way that I see other women, it messed me up so much, and I've been able to recover and been able to, I guess, rewire bits and pieces, but there's still a part of me that's just never gonna be back after that. That's just that's never gonna forget, you know.
And there's a girl going through it right now.
Yeah, yeah, and I feel like as a woman, as our nature, we're always gonna go through it, because there's always gonna be men like that, and I'll never be the one to say it's all men, because it's not, but it's a few, and when you really go deep under the covers, it ends up being a few more than you really thought, and that's what's scary. Is because you have people that are honest about it, you have people that aren't, but you have people that are hiding it, and that's what makes the world a scary place. Is the people that hide the things they do, not the ones that are open about it. The ones that are open and honest about the shit they do, they're open and honest. You know it. It's the ones that hide it that you got to be worried about, because you never know. That's what makes it so uncertain.
Wow. So you're gonna help what, women? You're gonna help women out?
Anybody. Because men, some men need help too, because a lot of people don't want to help men. Because a person would look at a homeless woman and feel sorry, and a person would look at a homeless man and be like, get your fucking shit together. You know? And I think that's messed up, because we all suffer from similar things. And, you know, I think sometimes, yes, it is unfair the way people treat men too. But I think I think I think what fucks it up is that, yes, people see that women suffer too, but we more, I guess, treated unfairly. You know, men get more recognition either way it goes, just because it's men, and really it's men that run a lot of the freaking world. So of course they're gonna get more benefits, more recognition. But I think there's a slowly but surely growing movement with helping women, and especially helping youth, especially that are homeless. It's slowly but surely becoming a thing, and people are starting to realize a bunch of shit.
Yeah, I'm curious to know if I connected you with places you could work at as like a social worker,
Oh yeah.
would that be something you'd be interested in
Hell
working with?
yeah. Hell
Because
yeah.
what I think, Star, and what I've been discovering so far, my best available data for you, is that when there's somebody in the deepest part of the cave, it takes someone that has experienced that dark cave to be able to reach them in that cave. If you're coming there with the badge and a police baton, or some little city worker trying to do something,
They're
they've
gonna run
never
deeper into the cave.
they yeah, but they've never been there before. They've never been in that much fog, so there's no way they can pull that person out of it. You feel me? So the type of people that like you that have been through that at such a young age have such a potential to change millions of people's lives.
Yeah, well, the difference between me and someone else is I go there willingly. I go there willingly all the time. The other person was sent there. They were forced to go in there to get that person. So that's what's different about it. I'm going there because I've been there, because I know my way around. The other person doesn't.
You have a map.
I remember the other person got sent there with a map. I knew my way around, because I've been there many times.
What kind of leadership are you looking for?
Like, to be or for me?
Because you said you look up to yourself
Oh yeah,
because you've had to.
yeah.
But I know from my personal experience that myself lets me down. So when I let myself down, there's something I have to look into that's bigger than myself. And it could be through a person, it could be through
When I let myself down, I look at all the ways that I can make it better. You know, in order to distract myself from the mess ups, I look at how I can fix it and what I can make better. Because that's the only way that's gonna cheer me up from fucking up is all the ways that I can still make it better, that I haven't fucked up.
Because there's somebody out there experiencing what you experienced.
Yeah.
They're about to lose their innocence.
Yeah.
And you would never wish that for somebody.
Oh hell no. It's somebody. It's something that, and you know, like I said, I don't really believe in heaven and hell, but it's something that came from the depths of hell. Like mankind is itself the most evil. It can be the most evil thing.
It can't be hell.
It can. Hell is definitely on earth. I'll tell you that.
So
And
is
that's
heaven,
because
though,
we've
right?
made it.
There's marks of hell on earth and there's marks of heaven.
Yeah. I think.
Because your program, like I think about it like this, right?
Mm,
I think about it like your programs were so filled with errors and malfunctions
mhm.
that you're programmed to see maybe more destruction and chaos,
Yeah.
and that's just the reality you've lived in your entire life.
Yeah.
And when someone shows you what it looks like to be safe, when someone shows you what it looks like to have a home, and shows you what your uncle showed you when he was, dancing or whatever he had going for him, then it shows you that okay, my I can have these programs,
Mm,
I can have these experiences, and I can consume that just like I had to consume that. I can consume that too.
mm.
You know what I mean? And through the amount sheer data, I can start to reprogram my way into eternity.
Mm. Well, let's say the only thing that's like ever kept me from, I guess, going back and revisiting the places that I used to stay by. You know, like replacing, going back and revisiting, like even corporates and stuff is I'm scared of getting sucked back then. You know, and I'm scared of that once I'm around all that negativity, it's gonna become me. You know, because bad people don't know that they're bad half the time. Bad people don't know they're becoming bad. They just know they're chasing what they desire, and I'm terrified of.
Their flesh moves them,
Yeah, and I'm terrified.
just like the uncle's flesh moved him.
I'll tell you this. You know, my dad was a graduate for 20 plus years, and I can't tell you the crisis I went into when I looked in the mirror and I was seeing everything that I was doing, and I recognized my dad. When my entire life I said I was never gonna be like him. I said I'm never gonna go to the places you've been. I'm never gonna do the shit you did. I'm never gonna know the people you knew. Well, it was one of his friends that was telling him that I was in jail. It, and you know he went to jail at 18, dope charge, and it's like, and now it's crazy because he's 3 years sober, helping me through my addiction. When the entire time before I'd even went that far, I was helping him. I was the reason he got sober because he didn't want to lose me, and now he's the only person from any family that's leading me through it. You know. I was talking to him and everything. It was just like I don't want to, you know, die from something that I saved you and mom from, because that's not fair. And I told him, I said, I don't want to make my mom cry again, and I don't want y'all to have to bury your own daughter, because especially from something like this, because I know the way out because I've shown y'all the way out, but I'm stuck, you know. And but I hope people know that it's like I have to be stuck. I have to go through the hard parts in order to move. I have to do it the hard way, because I don't know why, but that's just I have to know, like I have to experience it, you know.
That's all you know.
Yeah.
That's all you know,
I've
right?
only ever gotten through life through experiencing everything. I've never had no one to tell me, hey, don't touch the top of the stove, it's hot. I've never had any guidance like that. So in order to,
I could offer you a better way to think for sure, but it's gonna take time.
Mhm.
It's gonna take time, and it's gonna have to. It's gonna have to be for people. From what I've seen is people need to experience it. Just genuinely
yeah,
over time, consistently,
Mhm.
because they're always never gonna sleep at night. You know what I'm saying? They're
Mhm.
always never gonna get good sleep. And what I was gonna relate to you with is like you can when it turns on, when you see that cave for what it is, and you know it's happening right now. Why? How dare you sleep? Like the wicked doesn't sleep, so how dare you sleep? And that's why I see a common thing in people that are like consider themselves insomnia. They're thinking about just plotting constantly
yeah,
because that's all they know. That's all they can do. Because when you were in that dark room, all you could do is just figure out how you're going to get out somehow.
yeah,
So,
literally.
so that's what you resort back to.
Mhm. But it's pretty hopeless whenever it's like all you can do is think, but you never really quite get to the point of actually getting out. That's when, oh shit, that's when it really 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 sucks.
When is your hearing?
Wednesday,
Wednesday. It's Monday,
the 4th at 9:15 a.m.
and then you'll know kind of where you're at after that.
Yeah.
If you reach probation, do you think we can find some time to talk again?
Oh.
'Cause-
All I have is time.
Nah, bruh. Hopefully not. Hopefully
Not
not,
that
man.
kind of time.
Shit, you're gonna be on that house time.
Hey, I'll put you on my visitation.
I heard you. Yeah, nah, for real. But because I believe in showing people, I'm interested in to see your cave. You feel me? I'm interested to see how dark you've been because you know what? I'm 24, you're 18, and I just tell from what you've experienced, you know more than me out here, right? You know more than me because you've seen that the deepest and darkest of what men can do.
I think the only thing that puts you and me apart is I think but it's different because I've experienced it. You've more only seen most of it secondhand.
Right.
So yes, but it's a different kind of knowledge.
That's why I've been sleeping out here
Mhm.
lately, is to get to know, as best as I can. To sleep out here on the concrete in
Yeah.
the woods and shit like that,
Yeah.
just to see what it's all about. But when you experience it at a young age and you've never felt a home, I don't know, man. I'd probably reject the world. I'd probably find myself locked up, incarcerated.
Yeah.
Because
Well, because you'd have no reason not to be. You'd have shit. There's sometimes that I've thought of willingly getting myself just because it gets a roof over my head. I mean, hey, the sink and toilet are connected, but it's still water. Sometimes it's better
going to the
than
same
being out
place.
here. Yeah, it's better than being out here sometimes.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing people get successful. Cause like, yeah, that'd be cool. It's cool that you've been there before, right? But there's a whole other place called heaven up here too. And I would be interested to see you walk that way. Show you that type of path.
It's kind of like a challenge. Like you get yourself this low. Well, let's see how high you can. Well, let's see how up there you can get yourself. I don't want to say high, but I've made my bed in hell many times, but never made it in heaven.
You've made your bed in hell comfortable. That's the first time I've ever heard something like that.
Sure. People say go to hell. Shit, I'm already in there. I'm already here. But
I mean, I wonder if you can make your bed comfortable in hell. I wonder how comfortable you would
I'm
be
saying,
making your bed in
right?
heaven.
I'm saying, imagine shit.
Yeah. I think you're more there than you think already though.
Yeah, but I think it's more so adapting. You know, like my entire situation is shitty, but I've adapted to it and I've made this, you know, a little bit more than hell.
Some people would look at this situation, they would call it de-evolution. You know what I'm saying in terms of
Yeah.
evolution, but
Oh, I'm telling you,
I don't believe de-evolution exists, Starr. I
No.
believe that you're literally just a product of your environment, and you're going to be able to take that information and do something most people will never be able to even do in a 2, 3, 4
you know,
lifetimes.
some people out here will look at me like I'm a messed up person for doing drugs or whatever it is, but in reality, I'm just a product of the messed up people. I'm the product of a lot of the things that are wrong in this world. This is where it leads us. People want a reason to do better and to change the world. Here's your reason, because this is what it does to people. There's all this pain, all this arguing, all this money, everything. This is what it does. It don't help nobody.
So, you've been in how many different shelters?
I think just my time since I was 14. I think I've been in maybe 7, but I've been in a lot more mental hospitals. I have had upwards of about 28 hospital stays.
What's a night like in the mental hospital?
A lot worse than my night in jail, I'll tell you that. Well, because
Really?
oh hell yeah, I 100% would rather be in jail than in a damn hospital, because in jail, hey, you know when you're getting out. When you're in a mental hospital, especially when you're underage or you're not self-admitted, you have no fucking control or idea when you're getting out at all. There's been times I've gone in there only expecting to stay in 3 days and I don't get out till for 8 months. I've spent a total of maybe 5 years in and out.
A mental hospital, just locked away.
It's horrible. And then you got people, sticking you with freaking booty juice, we called it.
Booty juice.
It's a
I
sedative.
never heard of that type of
It's a
juice.
sedative that they give people to put them to sleep so they don't gotta deal with it. Really, you're only supposed to give it to people that are like have active harm to themselves that will not stop. So if someone, is trying to hurt themselves and you can't get them to stop and you've been in restraint for like 30 some minutes, then yeah. But if someone just starts to flip out, especially if they got a history, they'll give it to you right then and there.
Man. Well, you know what? You said something interesting on your Instagram. You said, man, just enjoying my night of sleep before I never may get to again. I know it's cold out here right now, and we're coming up on an hour.
Yeah.
So, going through what you've been through, what would you say to humanity?
Get it the fuck together. Honestly, the people that you think are the problem are maybe less than half the problem. We're out here because of other issues that aren't getting brought up, aren't getting talked about. We're not the problem. It's the way people are dealing with it and the way that people aren't addressing the actual problem.
You are the symptom of the problem.
Yeah, but not the cause.
But you could, because the symptom knows the problem so well, because it's the symptom of the problem, it can identify and exterminate that problem. So let me ask you this.
We can, but
when I start rolling around and start running with all these connections nationally, I would like you to join that team. You know what I'm saying? Because I think your experiences and what you have to know about the shelters, CPS, all that is very valuable information. And women like you in that scenario, I think they could relate to you very easily.
I mean, yeah.
And you could pull them out of that cave, Starr. You could breathe a star in their cave.
Well, shit. I'll tell you this. Probably gonna need a woman to talk to the women. They're more likely to listen to a woman than a man sometimes.
I look forward on an update. on what's
Hopefully, it's not from a jail cell.
Man, I look forward to an update on probation.
Hell yeah.
You feel me? Put me on that visitor, and then we'll run it. And then, hey, by that time, we can start rolling you into a job or something.
Hell yeah.
Because I know Cinecor. You know Cinecor?
Oh yeah, yeah.
What do you think about them?
I thought, but that's how my dad got sober.
That's how your dad got sober?
Hell yeah. 3 years.
I know somebody that works there. I could probably connect you with, for real.
Hell yeah.
All right, Starr. You guys, we'll check in with her. God bless you, Starr, at your court hearing, and we're wishing the best for you.
Thank you.
For real. Guys, if you want to go ahead and donate to her, she needs help with her court fees. You guys can see the Cash App pinned in the bottom. God bless you guys.